guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to answer a very important question for all of you at the start of this cycle, and I'm going to show you how much VRA you need to make millions in 2024, and you might be pleasantly surprised, especially if you see my previous videos. Now, before I get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financially advised. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group. It's completely free. It's where you're going to get our updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. The link is in my bio. Now, let's get straight into the video. Now, this video is going to be very different because I'm going to show you how much VRA tokens I personally think you need to make millions in 2024, and this is without price hitting $1. Is some people say, okay, you only need 1 million tokens because then if price hits $1, then you make $1 million. But the question is, how likely is it for price to hit $1, at the first half of this year, and for you to just hold on, especially if you've seen maybe a $300,000 profit or $400,000 profit? 99% of you will take profit before this, right? So I'm going to give you a realistic amount that you need, that you can comfortably hold to be able to make that guaranteed, quote, although nothing is guaranteed in crypto, but you know what I'm saying, this year. Now, let's get straight into it. Now, the current market cap value for VRA is $56 million. As you can see, price is starting to take off. This is in alignment with Bitcoin's current price action. The market is going to be very volatile this week, as we are expecting the Bitcoin ETF approval to take place on Wednesday. So there's a lot of volatility. The market is getting extremely excited, and VRA is tracking this, obviously this parabolic move that's taking place for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin currently at 4.2%. We're typically ranged between 50 and about $80 million. So we're still trapped inside this range, as you can see. And as I've mentioned, we do need to break this range sooner rather than later for everybody to get excited. And of course, for some of the holders that are down, that bought at the peak here, to be in a profit. Now, how much do you need? Now, the way I'm going to do this is simple. I'm going to do this from a sense of a short term, right? Because I do want to focus on the short term, especially for those of you that are maybe pessimistic. You don't think we're going to see a full-on parabolic move for the rest of this year. But let's just say we'll have a short-term window of 5 months, right? So let's say 5 to 6 months, so half of this year. How much tokens do you need? Now, let's start off with 1 million tokens, right? So 1 million tokens, and let's just say price goes back to its all-time highs, right? Goes back to its all-time high, so that's just over a 16x, right? So it's over a 10x. Now, do remember that this isn't exactly unrealistic for a cryptocurrency coin, especially when we saw Verasity move close to 500%, just over 460% at the start of 2023, and that was in 1 month. So the fact that this could achieve a 1,600% move within the next 6 months is not unrealistic at all, especially in crypto, and especially the way that Verasity has moved in the past, although past performance is no indicator of future success. But you get what I'm trying to say. Now, let's have a look at this. So let's just say 1 million tokens right now. So 1 million tokens, price goes back up to all-time highs, right? So let's say you have 1 million tokens, price goes back up to all-time highs. You will make approximately, wait for it, you would make $80,000. And that's if you own 1 million token and price goes back up to all-time highs. Pretty impressive, right? And again, this is why I say, if you have 1 million tokens and you seem to think that you're going to hold that 1 million all the way up until $1, despite seeing 80,000 profit, despite seeing 200, 300, 400, $500,000 profit, I mean, you are pretty much kidding yourself, right? You likely will take profit, and if you're someone that doesn't take profit, it just means that you're someone that will just hold beyond the dollar as well, which means eventually price will go all the way back down, similar to what happened to you in 2021, where you saw your portfolio at obscene highs, you didn't take profit, and now you're either at break even or you're at a loss, right? So most people would take profit beforehand, right? So it's $80,000. Now, as I said, we're focusing on the first 6 months. So if price is likely to hit this area within the first 6 months of this year, then 1 million tokens, unfortunately, isn't going to cut it. So let's increase that. Let's do $5 million tokens, right? Let's say you have 5 million, let's say you have 5 million VRA tokens. Price goes back up to all-time highs by, basically essentially around June. That would be 0.8. That would be 400,000, right? $400,000. That's if you have 5 million VRA tokens. Now, many of you that currently have, over 5 million, over, 1 million, you're excited right now. You're saying to yourself, wow, this is super exciting stuff. I never thought about it like this. I've never broken it down like this. I've never looked at the market like this before. And I'm glad I can, show you a few things. And what I would say is, if you haven't yet clicked the link to join the free Telegram group, make sure you join our CC Premium channel, right? The Bitcoin ETF approvals are likely to take place on Wednesday. I've outlined key things that will happen in the market by then, and how this is an inflection point. This could spark one of the biggest and largest rallies in crypto ever, and this, in my opinion, is the last cycle, and that's why we have our 100x gems available, our profit taking strategies available, what we're planning to do with Verasity, other tokens, and more. Join CC Premium now. Very important that you do so. We called bonk at the low. $150 million market cap. As you know, that was the largest performing coin last year. We also called at Solana at the lows, achieving over 900% last year. The list goes on and on. So CC Premium, the link is in my description. Now let's continue with the video. Now, so how much do you need? 5 million, as you can see, doesn't cut it. What about 10 million? Well, 10 million brings us to $800,000. And in my opinion, from a short-term perspective, if we're looking at just getting in and out of the market this year, walking away with a hefty chunk of profit in the short term, remember, I actually believe this project could actually hit $1 this cycle, right? And I've said it before, I predicted it from last year. I would not be surprised if price did hit, $1 by the end of this cycle, which means if you do just have 1 million tokens, that's fine, but your strategy has to be more on point than someone with more coins, right? So if you do have 1 million tokens and you decide to just hold at $1 and maybe take profit at $1, congratulations, you make $1 million. But that is going to be tough, right? It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be something that it sounds easy, but when you're actually doing it, when you see the large percentage gains, the numbers, it's going to be harder, right? Which is why I'd urge you to join CC Premium. So from a short term, I would say just above 10 million, right? And this is just a short term. Again, this is just my personal opinion. Please don't go crazy and say, okay, he said 10 million, let me just throw 10 million into the market, right? But at the same time, my personal opinion is 10 million seems to be the seems to be the thing to move the needle, if I'm honest, right? 10 million tokens brings to 800,000. You're still $200,000 short of $200,000 short of the $1 million target. But even if we bring that to 8 million, 11 million, you're still going to be short of about 120k, right? So I think 10 million's fine, because if prices hit all-time highs, it is likely to go just a tiny bit higher before it obviously pulls back anyway. So I'm going to stick to 10 million. I think 10 million is a reasonable amount, right? And it still allows you to take profit before price even hits this area. So let's say you have 10 million and you decide to take out half your profit once we go halfway, and then you decide to hold on for even longer for price to go up. Well, price still will be nowhere near $1 for you to still walk away with over $1 million in profit. So you're kind of in a win-win scenario, right? But at the same time, this is just my personal opinion. Personally, from a short-term perspective, so don't think this is what I'm saying for the long term. I'm purely talking about between the next 5 to 6 months or so. But something you could all get happy about, whether you have $100,000 tokens, whether you have $200,000, 100 VRA tokens or 200 VRA tokens, you could still, if price is $1, you still make 200K. If you have 500,000 VRA tokens, if price is $1, you make 500,000, etc. But really and truly, you're more likely to hold if you have a portfolio built around VRA. This is what I've noticed, right? The CC Premium members that seem to do very well in our group, the people that have managed to achieve over 50x plus on bonk within the space of about 2 months of buying, are people that had a portfolio built out. They had their VRAs, they had other coins, Solanas, other projects in the portfolio. Therefore, they're more willing and able to be patient, because at the end of the day, they have other projects making them money, right? So if you want to learn how to build out a portfolio surrounding VRA, if you want to be a part of our 3 to 10x challenge, where we turn $1,000 into $10,000 and then $10,000 into $100K, and then last one at least 100 into $1 million, join CC Premium now. The link is in my description. But that's it for now. Until the next update, seize the day.